Good morning. This is Yvette C. Owens, your business ambassador, and I'm here this morning. I hope you're doing well in the workplace. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fantastic. And today we're talking about vision and what do you do afterwards? Right? You have this vision, you've seen all that that you are to bring forth into this world, to bring to light, to improve culture or your workplace or the people around you. But what do you do after that? And so today we're going to talk about vision casting and what does that mean and how do you do that and how do you make sure that those who have surrounded themselves with you around you and have come on board, and even just you sharing what the vision is, they're like, yes, I want that. I want that. So good morning again for those who are just joining and who are joining and may have scrolled by and not know who I am. I am Yvette C. Owens, the author of Conquering Corporate Enemies, Mind, Personalities, and Situations, as well as the author of No Bosses Allowed, Lead to Serve and Transform. I am also the co founder of Destiny Speak, where we focus on leadership development as well as change management and diversity and inclusion initiatives. So, good morning to you. And this is the Diplomat Chronicles Company Culture with Yvette C. Owens podcast and a vlog, if you will, since I've been doing the vlogs. And we share things that are impacting in the workplace, in your ministry, in your community organizations that are impacting how you're getting results. And sometimes we're not aware of the things that we're doing that could be preventing us from reaching our greatest results. And also, we don't know how to even necessarily get to those better results sometimes. So, we talk about those and we then talk about those things that are working. Today, we're talking about your vision as a leader, or your vision as the one who is taking a portion of that key competency, key performance indicator. You're taking a portion of that vision and you've been given to bring that portion to life, which means you're a visionary too. How are you going to bring your assignment to life and make sure that those around you are helping you to get there? So, I have 7 keys that I want to share with you this morning that will help you make sure you go from start to finish and actually reach what you were expecting and not be surprised at the end. First and foremost, you have the vision, you have to clearly articulate it as much as possible. What we see in our minds and what we feel in our hearts has to be clear to those around us. And guess what? It's not their job to figure it out, it's our job to communicate. So, first point is communicate clearly what you see, and most important, what's your expected outcome? What is the expected outcome and results that you want to see? And I want to say that because if we focus on sharing what the expected outcome is, then we also give people space to be creative in the areas in between how they help us bring it to life. So, number one is to create and communicate clearly what you desire, the outcome, and any major milestones along the way, any major points along the way, you should clearly indicate and communicate to those around you so they'll know that they're on track. That at 6 months period we should be here, or at the 3 week period we should be there, or at the 2 year period we should be there. Because how many of you know some of our visions are long term, some of them can be shorter term. All right. Second point is find different ways to reinforce your vision and what you're expecting. So, saying it once is not enough because it's in your heart, it's in your mind, it's really what you believe. as the visionary or the senior leader to bring forth. But if you don't continue to reinforce it with those around you, they can easily get off track with where they're going. So you want to find creative ways to do it. Don't just use your words. Can I say that again? Don't just use your words. Use pictures, use exercises, use activities to reinforce where you're going and what your expected outcomes are so that people really get it. We all don't get it by talking at us. We all don't get it by seeing things, or but sometimes we get it by doing. So find ways, creative ways to reinforce what you want to come to pass. Thirdly, check in often. Check in often. That doesn't mean micromanage. I want to, for all of you who like to, oh, I've got to be right in the nuts and bolts and I've got to be right in the middle of all this. I am not saying for you to micromanage. I am saying check in periodically to see how people are moving along the paradigm, the track for creating and bringing to life your vision, and see how they're doing. Some of the things that they're finding along the way will bring interest to you and may trigger for you to say, oh, yeah. And now that brings up more ideas for you. Do not micromanage, but it's check in often. Fourthly, we want you to make sure that you share changes and updates as soon as possible. Let me say that again. You don't have to be locked into, oh, I said, here's my vision. I've shared it once and now they're off doing it. But then you get a change or you get an update to something that you want to happen with that vision or the next milestone. And you're like, oh, I need to, I want that change, but how do I communicate it? Do it as quickly as possible. There's nothing like asking people to do something for you, to carry out a vision or a goal, to carry out a task for you, and then they deliver what you asked, and then you say, but I really want this. And you don't tell them till the end. Let's not do that. It's okay. People appreciate it more when you communicate updates and changes when as soon as you're aware of them, and together. That's what the collaboration, the power of collaboration is all about. Work together to figure out how to incorporate that change and a timing. It's not always the best time to do it, but they hear you and they will incorporate those changes. So share those changes and updates as soon as you know them. Fifth, give space for the room for creativity, alternatives where applicable. And what must be exact to your specifications, be very clear on that. So, again, remember I said if you are able to really clearly communicate your vision, you're reinforcing it along the way, but you're giving people space to be able to be creative in how they help you deliver that. That empowers people and they feel even more value and they know that you value what they're bringing to the table, right? So you want to be able to do that, but also be very, very clear on what's exact, that must be exact to your specifications. So you might give them some freedom with how they're going to deliver, but the timing must be exact. For example, the audience must be exact. You are intentional about reaching this specific audience. So they can't be creative and say, oh, you know what? We can also reach this audience and reach it. Nope. Your vision is you want to reach that audience. So they may be able to have creativity elsewhere, but you want them to reach the audience that you want to reach. So again, give them space and room to be creative for the alternatives where applicable. Number 6, state expected delivery versus implementation. There is nothing like I've been on projects where and gotten assigned. Some the visionary says, "Oh, I really think we should do this," and it's even happened in our school. Some of you know that I'm a part of the Donald W.T. Carey School of Creatives, and the visionary has often come and said, "I think we need to really put this program together for, say, these young ladies or what have you," and we all go to start working on it because we're thinking it's something that we're going to deliver right away. And to turn out when we come back in a check in to only find out that the visionary is saying, you know what, I didn't think we were going to do that till the fall. I didn't plan for us to do that to the fall. That would have been helpful to know up front because we had other programs we were delivering prior to the fall. So be very clear on when you want to get the end the product that or the service or the plan that they're working on for you versus when you're actually going to implement it. That's important to those who are helping you along the way. All right? So, and number 7 and last, celebrate and show gratitude and thanks often. Celebrate and show gratitude and thanks often as people are delivering, as you're checking in. So remember, I said that step where you're going to check in often. Don't just check in just to say, hey, I'm just here to see what you're doing, but celebrate what you see has happened so far. Celebrate and show your thanks for them staying in the game, staying on task, staying and the vision and still helping that vision to come to life. So that's all about vision casting and helping to see it from start to finish. You want to see it from start to finish by making sure that you communicate clearly, you reinforce it in different ways, you're checking in often, you're sharing changes and updates when needed. You're giving them space to be creative and places where they can apply alternatives to what you suggested, but you're also very clear on what must meet your expectations and specifications. Can't change this, but I do give you space to do that. You want to also make sure you share changes and updates as soon as they're known. Again, give them space, state expected delivery versus implementation, and lastly, celebrate often. Celebrate and give thanks and gratitude. Show your gratitude for those who have come alongside you to help bring this vision to life. I hope you have a fantastic day. You can follow me on YouTube. Please follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build up that channel. Subscribe, like, share. Share these podcasts with others. We want others to be able to be empowered. Pick up my books. You can go to my website, thediplomatchronicles.com. You can pick up the books, Conquering Corporate Enemies, Mind, Personalities, and Situations. There's a workbook that goes along with it. You can also pick up the ebook, No Bosses Allowed, Lead to Serve and Transform. Also, like my pages on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. On Instagram, you can find us at Destiny Speak. On Facebook, you can find us at Destiny Speak LLC, as well as company culture. Sorry. With Yvette C. Owens, and my own personal page, Destiny Speak, also has a page there. Follow us on social media. We're happy to share with you. And if you would like me to tackle a subject or a topic, please put it in the chat. I'm happy to approach those topics or subjects with you. Tonight, can I tell you tonight you're going to want to join the broadcast, the leadership conversation every second Thursday of the month. We have leadership conversations. We're so happy to have Paul Samansky joining us as from Thought Blazers LLC, and we're talking about the power of critical thinking your way into your better. So join us on tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we talk about the power of critical thinking. thinking your way into better. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe. And until tonight, be amazing.